Hey, agents, finally, John arrived. He tried to take an Uber from Minneapolis to the country.
First time to Minnesota, I think.
Oh, you poor thing.
Good weather, though.
And you lost someone on the way.
Joelle, who is your sales manager, unfortunately had to get back home on the flight, so I'm solo today.
So if this is John DeOrio, like the Oreo with the D in front of it. That's how he explained it to me.
DeOrio, yes.
And I'm really excited to have you here from Virgin Voyages. You guys were kind enough to host us. You took us to New York, and it was an amazing opportunity to kind of understand this very unique product.
It is a new brand.
It's a new brand. It's a very unique product. I think there's an immense opportunity for all of us to be able to service our clients. But in order to service them, you really have to know this.
Yes.
And you guys have this great site that agents can go to begin their education, right?
That's correct. That's correct. So every IC of TravelQuest needs to go to firstmates.com to register. I think instructions have been sent out. If not, we can get them again on truly how to get started with firstmates.com. Once they register, you will give them access, so you control all that.
I might. No.
She has all the power here.
No, not me. The other guys have the power. I got nothing. I just come in here and do Facebook Live.
This is fun, though. So once you are approved and you get your credentials, you'll basically be able to have everything you need to know to learn about Virgin Voyages, why Virgin Voyages was created, what makes this uniquely different, and then all the support that the agents are going to need to learn how to sell us. We are a new brand.
They're a new brand, and your inclusions, everything is so different. So you can always log into the TravelQuest portal, the TQ portal, go to the Rolodex, go to B for Virgin. It's going to pop right up, and you're going to be set to rock and roll. Oh, look at it!
I know you're doing a Facebook Live, but I think it's tea time. Let me bring your tea.
It's tea time.
Lovely.
And this is so exciting because this was, oh, the cat! Oh, thank you! Okay, I'm going to pick this right up. That's Megan, of course. Oops, here, I got to go like this. Virgin Voyages, and this happens to be the, let me see, where am I? There we go. Well, okay, that's the date that we were actually in New York with you guys.
And I have the pass, too.
Yes, she's got, Megan, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. You can't go to the event.
I can't go meet Richard?
If you bring it to the office, we'll let you in.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect. Keeping it forever.
Well,
enjoy your tea.
Thank you for the tea. We just had to throw something fun in here.
This is wonderful.
Well, yeah, we'll have a little bit of tea. But what I was saying is, before we were interrupted with this delicious drink, I'm not sure if it's delicious.
It tastes good.
Oh, awesome. But if you're in the portal, just go to the Rolodex. You go to B for Virgin Voyages and pop it up. And it's going to tell you how to actually go in there and register yourself, become a first mate in all of the classes that are in there. Now, some of the things that are unique about Virgin Voyages and the Scarlet Lady, which I love that name. I do. I really love the name of that ship.
She is our first lady ship. So some of the things that make Virgin Voyages and Scarlet Lady in particular very unique is what we like to say is adult by design. So you have to be 18 or older to be on one of our voyages. So the research showed that this was something that customers wanted. They wanted an adult-only experience. So everything we've done for Scarlet Lady has been built with adults in mind. Nothing against children, but this
we
love them, but this is what the research showed, and this is what we felt was a great missing opportunity in this market.
So tell me about the NCFs or the and the commission, kind of that. What I got it. You said it's he said it's a perfect 10, and I went, oh, really? Thank you so much. And then he goes, no.
So we look at this as our value proposition. So, and what's defined as, we looked at all the pain points that agents face in selling cruises, and our job was to figure out how to eliminate all of them, if not most of them. And so the first thing with our value proposition is you get paid on everything you sell with us. Everything. What shore excursions, what we call shore things, spa, Sailor Loot, which is an onboard credit you can sell to your customers ahead of time.
Oh.
So
would they use that, for instance, if they're, because the drinks aren't included, I'm going to pre-sell them like a credit card, so to speak?
Yep.
And that earns commission?
Yeah, so anything you sell, air and hotel, which is coming soon to firstmates.com as well, anything you sell, you get paid on. Everything. We also pay you on the taxes and fees. So at the end of the day, it's the bottom line invoice. You will get paid 10% on everything. When you compare that to traditional cruise lines, you pay a higher percentage, but back out a lot of other fees and services and NCFs, you'll find that to us, it's not about the percentage. It's about the bottom line dollars that you're making on it.
And I can see that that's why it would, not that education doesn't pay, education always does pay, but that's why it really pays to be educated.
Correct.
So you know about all those things. You can pre-book, get it all done so your customer gets on the ship and they're ready to go.
Yep.
Very...
Sailor Loot is probably one of those very unique things where typically...
Wait, what?
Sailor Loot.
They have all these really great, whatever you want to call them, acronyms. That's how an acronym. So Sailor
Loot.
Loot. Oh, loot, as in money.
As in money.
Oh.
So this is your ability to sell to your customer an onboard credit. So typically a customer goes on board and spends a lot of money on things that you don't get paid commission on.
Right.
This is your opportunity to sell that onboard credit ahead of time. You know your customer might like to have a couple drinks at the pool and have a bottle of wine at dinner. If you know that ahead of time, sell them these credits. It goes towards the total invoice and you get commissioned on it.
It's so interesting. And I honestly, when I sold years ago, I was always against pre-selling things. I really was, because I thought, oh, the client's going to be unhappy and blah, blah, blah. But then, you go on vacation and then you see couples and they're having conversations. I want that bottle of wine.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. One of them is saying to the other, we have overspent, or gosh, I think I'll do a spa. What day should we do a spa? I don't know, and I don't have the money. All of that conversation is removed, and it takes the stress out.
Right.
Whether it's a couple or whoever is going. Now I am all about pre-booking and taking the stress of the vacation.
Paid for it as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously money is good, but sometimes in the back of my head, I do have to have a really good human reason, like I'm taking care of my clients. So that's awesome. So we were talking earlier, and you said, I wrote this wrong, Seaside.
So with Virgin Voyages, we have, once you register on firstmates.com, we have what's called the First Mates Society. This is our closed Facebook group that is only for registered First Mates within Virgin Voyages. This will become our learning platform for all things Virgin Voyages. We have a series that we're launching next week called International Waters. It's a documentary series we're doing. You probably saw a little bit of it in New York.
I think I did.
This is just groundbreaking content designed just for our First Mates that are part of society to learn more about Virgin Voyages and everything we have to offer. But you have to be registered.
It was just so amazing when I was there. I knew nothing of Richard Branson. I suppose, I'm going to guess if I saw him on the street, I might recognize him if I were like looking at him, but I really didn't know anything about his values, who he was, not necessarily his companies, but when he was talking about the environment, protecting the ocean, everything that they have done with the design and the build of the ship, and the other brands as well, but specifically of the ship. For me, if I were selling, that's huge, because I care about the environment. I'm just going to say I started the Ecology Club, Orono High School, 1968. It's been a while. But I have been pushing to save the earth for a long time. And then I find out Richard Branson and myself,
you guys are right on.
We are right on.
We like to call this an epic sea change for all. It's not just changing the way we do business with you as partners, but also in our communities that we are in, with our own crew internally, both on land and on our ships. But more importantly, also for sailors and the experience they have. But to your point, the oceans as well.
Yes.
That's a big thing for us. Without the oceans, we don't have a place to put lovely ships. So
and all
we
of
take a lot of
those.
pride. We've eliminated all single-serve plastics on board Scarlet Lady.
Oh,
We
neat.
announced that back in July, you
It's
know,
a great selling
yeah.
point and a conversation point when you are talking to your customers about the brand and all of the things that the ship is about for fun and whatnot. But then there's that backstory that
the why behind it.
yeah, that can be woven in very, very nicely, like to someone like myself, and I know a lot of my kids even.
Yeah.
That actually speaks to us. So that, and that piece of information is inside the Society
And
or
also First Mates.
First Mates.
Yep, everything is there. The other
so-
thing with that is that there's also, we're taking some of the waste on our ship and also converting it into energy.
Oh,
Technology
that's right.
companies as
Yes.
well that we've
Yeah.
partnered with. And that also goes why we don't have buffets on board. That food gets wasted. And we just don't want to waste and be very conscious of the environment and do the right thing.
Yeah, so are there, you know, you talk about no buffets, are there upcharges for the restaurants? Anything like that for the customer when they're coming on board?
So we have 20 plus eateries on board, and all that food is included. So typically you would get your main dining and your buffet, and then if you wanted a specialty restaurant, you'd have to pay extra.
Right.
We've
Make a
eliminated
reservation
those things.
and da-da-da.
We don't look at them as specialty restaurants. They're all amazing restaurants that will they would belong in New York or London. They'd be just as good if they were on land, and all that food is included.
Oh,
No upcharges at all.
That's another kind of a thing for customers in their brains that, oh, I don't have to think about that. I don't have to budget for more money. You only have to budget for the spa. In my world, just budget for the spa and a couple bottles of wine, and I'm going to be good.
You're good.
Because that takes care of everything for me if I have that. And tell me about the tables.
Oh, the tables, our special tables.
He's like,
so
what the heck kind of tables?
Good lead-in. So we'll have to send the picture of this so you can to truly understand. But you'll see this on firstmates.com. So we have 78 suites on board, and we have 1,330 cabins.
Okay.
Within our suites, we have two that are called the massive suites, named that way because they are our largest cabins on board. We have seen Richard Branson at our events, work with other First Mates and have some fun and dance on tables. So we decided to design on our massive suites a table on our seat terrace that actually has stairs that allow you to walk
that's
up
what we
onto
totally
the
need,
table.
stairs. Awesome.
So we'll have to we'll post the picture. It's one of, when we show people, they're like, when you explain the why, then they get it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that you'll only see in the massive suite, but they
cool.
they're meant for that spur of the moment, get up on the table and have some fun.
And it's, I mean, it just shows about the design, the thought process behind it, that it is adults only.
Yes.
Okay, so if it is adults only, does that mean just party hardy and everybody,
Absolutely
batten the
not.
hatches down?
Absolutely not. We find that Scarlet Lady is designed for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Initially I think people thought, oh, you're for millennials, but we believe it's about a way of life and that kind of looking for that unique experiences.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care about age. If you want to have a good time and hit our manor, our nightclub every night, go at it. But if you want to have that relaxing spa environment and kind of rediscover yourself, you can have that as well on board.
Oh,
It's
because
whatever that experience you want, that is why
there.
it's designed for adults. It caters to everybody.
So adults does not mean adult party. It means adults, just like a really good adult-only resort that's on land.
You have to be 18.
You've got to be 18. You can really enjoy yourself. I was just going to look, see if there's any
Good
questions. I always get a little confused. Let me roll this baby down here a second. Hey, guys, if you have any questions, post it here. If you have them, you can always send them into support or whatever, and we'll certainly take care of it there. Now, I mean, there's a lot of things, obviously. We can't talk about the whole thing in like 15, 20 minutes. Anything else you want to say, hey, this is cool, and get into First Mate and maybe learn this?
Well, I think, it's registering and learning how to use it and showing your ICs how to use the booking engine and just start learning and playing around. One of the cool things that we've done also to kind of change the rules is our policies. So we have a very flexible policy after you book. So typically, when you book, we need 20% down.
Okay.
And you've got 7 days to get a refund on that if the sailing is outside 120 days. But once you're inside 120 days and you, for whatever reason, you can't go, we'll just let you change the sailing. No fees,
Oh,
no penalties.
nice.
We'll just move that deposit to another sailor.
Awesome. So they can read all about that. That's going to be in
Correct.
First Mate. And was that what we were talking about when you said the
It's our policies.
policy?
Yes.
He said
Yeah.
policies. And I go, is that the policy on how you're supposed to behave on the ship?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it is not about that.
Yeah.
So that's really good. Anything else? So that's a great,
Yeah.
not cancel, but rebook opportunity
Correct.
for all of us. Anything else you can think of? I was trying to think of when we were in New York, some of the wow factors for me, which including the NCFs and all of those things. That was a
having
big.
those, and I think for us, and we haven't talked about it only briefly when we were in New York, but that was really the whole purpose of the event, was our entertainment.
Oh,
Entertainment
yes.
for us. Our belief
Yes.
is if you want to see a Broadway show, go to
Broadway. Yeah.
We have 7 different production companies that are creating unique entertainment experiences that you'll not find on land or on any other cruise line.
So like what we saw Saturday night, were those people like, was that
Yes.
type of entertainment, the entertainment we would see here?
Yes. Yes.
Oh gosh, so I'm going to tell you, I got a couple of really,
If you get some good videos.
I have some amazing videos, and I don't go out a lot, but you travel a lot for business, so you do see a lot of entertainment. And a lot of times I'm talking to other people because I've seen that entertainment already. And it's not like I'm a snob, I'm not, but I like to talk to people. I talk to no one. Yeah, I was just, it was amazing. So I will upload couple of my videos in here so you can get an idea. I think the entertainment, that wowed me. I like the fact that they keep the ocean clean, the most important thing. But then the entertainment came in.
Yep.
So it was Ocean's entertainment for Bunny.
Yeah, and I think that's something we're still working on. I think you're going to find that it will be very unique, and they keep pushing the envelope on being very creative, and we welcome that. We don't want things to be typical.
It was absolutely amazing.
It was news for like when we saw it. For a lot of us saw it for the first time as well. Our team was even like, this is going to be incredible.
Well, this is what I said. Okay, now the ship is maybe moving a little bit. That could be dangerous. That guy was up in the air, and then whatever.
He was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. But yes, I would definitely say the entertainment, and I'm just going to guess the quality of the food and the different arrays of food and the choices. All of those kinds of things are going to be great.
Yeah, so we've got 8 specialty restaurants. Let me see if I can really. Well, I don't even call them special because that makes it sound like but they're all very unique. We have the Wake, which is our seafood and steak
ocean
restaurant. Yes. We have the pizza place, more casual, made-to-order pizzas, very just relaxing environment. We have Jumbae, which is our Korean barbecue. It'll be the first Korean barbecue at sea. No one's done it. We have these beautifully designed flameless grills where you'll cook your own meats, and it'll be very social and very fun.
So is all of that in First Mate? They can learn about all of that?
We have great renderings and pictures of all of our different eateries on board. Absolutely.
The trick is to understand, like when you're talking about the Korean barbecue, read about it, know what it is, understand what they have, and then as you're presenting this great, beautiful Scarlet Lady, you are describing this meal, and all of a sudden the customer is at the table enjoying the meal you're talking about. So it really is, you educate yourself, and education means your client is on the right ship, and it also means a few more bucks in your pocket.
Yeah, learn how to sell it, and you'll make more money.
Exactly. I'll go back to being the nature. No, too much stress. I like just doing Facebook Live. It's so easy.
This is fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. He walked in, and I go, come on, I got to get this rocking and rolling. They're waiting. He's like, whoa, I should have worn my red
I would have worn
jacket.
something different.
Well, it's all right. We don't want you to be overdressed for Travel Quest.
No.
So anybody have any questions? I'm just going to roll down, see if there's anything. Oh, is there a casino? And Debbie?
Debbie, yes, there is a casino going to be on board. We haven't shared a lot of the details on it yet. But if you look on our our deck guides, we do have a casino. We're going to continue to ship teas for the rest of the year.
What are you
We
going
can't
to do?
ship
Whatever.
teas.
He's got all these
We've
crazy
got,
things.
we can't tell you everything just yet. Some stuff
Just a little
we're
bit.
still working on, but
Yes.
there will be a casino on board Scarlet Lady.
Oh, that's good.
Good
And
question.
Teresa, you love barbecue or Korean barbecue, which I'm going to say is kind of one of my. It's like where my heart is, except I don't eat meat, so it's a little hard to do. It's a little hard to do barbecue, but I love a good grilled eggplant.
Yeah, this will be an amazing experience. This will be one of those restaurants where it's very lively. You'll be seated with others at times, and when you're sat down at our restaurant, you'll be greeted with a shot of soju on the house.
What's soju?
Soju is a Korean drink. It's like a Korean wine, rice wine, kind of almost like a sake.
A sake.
And you cheers with it, which is what jambé means. It means cheers in Korean.
Oh, awesome. So I am going to do this. Jambé.
Jambé.
To you guys too. Hey, thanks everybody for coming today. If you have any questions, don't ever hesitate, to call the office, send us a note. And I believe Joelle's email is in our portal as well. So you have that. If you need her phone number and it's not in there, just don't hesitate. Always just reach out to us. But hey, thanks everybody. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
He made it all the way in an Uber to Albertville. Bye.